All right, then let's get started. Okay, I will probably introduce everyone to HT. Good day, everyone. I'm thrilled to introduce our speaker today for today's webinars on digital branding essential. HT has decades of experience in IT fields in both corporate cultures and non-profits. HT is also an active member of a volunteering organization. He even goes as founding one called Songkids, and he also takes charge as a head of IT in the big non-profit organization. He is also very enthusiastic about empowering young children, especially and orphan kids in Asia regions and around the world, including Yangon. In 2017, he started his social enterprise called Myothins with multiple businesses, including an online musical instrument store, trainings and digital consultancy. His success blueprint is centered around and integrated around spirituality, science, and technology. Today, HT will be sharing his insight and strategies on digital branding essentials, our main topic. We are fortunate to have him share his expertise with us, and I'm confident that he'll provide valuable information that will be beneficial to everyone in attendance. So yeah, without further ado, please help me welcome our esteemed speaker, HT. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Aka. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you, Joshua and Jane, for initiating this from the time that I visited your office in Yangon. Yeah, I got to visit your office around a month ago. So very happy to know about what you guys do, how Joshua's vision, right, of preventing brain drain in Myanmar, and empowering all of you to serve corporate clients overseas, actually in Singapore. I think it's really admirable. So I want to thank all of you for doing what you do. You are doing something to contribute to your nation, and it's always a good thing to tie in your business, whatever you do, right, to a cause that is greater than ourselves. So I'm happy to be in this family because I share the same heart that when we do business, we always do it with a purpose rather than the purpose of making money. We should have a purpose that really contributes to society and making a difference. Okay, let me start by showing you this picture. Okay, all of you are in this line, right, in IT and in technology. And I actually went to, this program called ChatGPT. No, not ChatGPT, it is Midjourney. Do you know the program? Okay, anyway, I'm sure you know ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is the AI version of Google, where you have the smartest robot, right, to answer every questions and to meet every need that you have right now online. Okay, and this is a photo that I generate using the art version of ChatGPT. In a sense, it's called Midjourney. So I just type in lonely 10-year-old Asian boy hugging tightly his school bag, sitting in the back row of a school bus. Okay, I generate this photo especially for today's session because I just want to share with you my beginning. Okay, when I was young, okay, around primary school, I was like this little boy. Okay, I take a school bus to school every single day, and my house to my school, right, it's not really a short distance. Okay, it takes like 1.5 hours. Okay, and me and my brother was the first person that goes into the school bus. Okay, and we were the last, okay, to come out. And every time I go into the school bus, right, I'm such a shy, timid, insecure boy, right, that I was known as the boy, right, that sits at the back of the bus, hugging this bag, right? And I will be sitting still in that position for the whole trip, 1.5 hours. I don't talk to people. I'm so shy that, I don't move, I sit in the back of the bus whereby, people can go to my left, go to my right. And, I don't have to switch seats, I just, sit still. So much so that, right, every time I board the bus, the other kids will laugh at me. Okay, they will call me in Cantonese this term called Kam Shi Pao. Okay, Kam Shi Pao means golden school bag. So they were teasing me with that name. I'm a golden school bag because I hug my bag, right, as if it's gold. Okay, even though there's nothing expensive in my bag, just my books and all, but I will hug it as if, it's gold school bag. So I try to use Mid-Journey to generate a gold school bag, but I think they have a hard time generating it, but this is the image that I got. Okay, why do I share with you this?
Yes. Allow me to interrupt you for a while. I think your video is in the middle of the slide.
My what?
Your video is in the middle of the slide. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I forgot. Okay, let me do that. So I should be moving this one to the bottom right. Okay, is it better? Okay, is it better?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, so why am I sharing with you the story is because I was a very young boy and I grew up very insecure, very inconfident. Okay, I was exceptionally inconfident. Okay, if you think that every teenager or every child is inconfident, right? I was so exceptionally inconfident, so much so that when I migrated, I originated from Malaysia. When I migrated to Australia, right, I cannot speak English very well. I remember going to the bank trying to open my bank account. All the cashier could not understand me, not know what I'm doing. So they asked everyone, "Hey, come, can you find out what this boy wants to do?" So I have a hard time even speaking, And I remember in high school, during Valentine's Day, we have a program of sending flowers, requesting for flowers to be sent to somebody, anonymously. So I sent a flower to a girl that I like, in another class. So, and then when she received it, someone who knows me, from her class, told me that flowers from me. Okay, and that was February. And when I knew it, I was so embarrassed and so shy that was February, right? For the rest of the year, right? Even though she knows that the flowers from me, right? Every time we walk past, right, I will be so shy. I don't dare to look at her. And I never talk to her. I never became her friend. So I was so shy as a boy. So let's talk about now. Okay, today I'm 52 years old. And I remember at 47 years old, I started my business. Okay. And I have no business background, but I started it anyway because of a cause that I have in my heart. Okay. To start this business as a social business, to raise funds to empower orphans, refugees, and underprivileged children in 5 countries. Okay, in Asia, and Myanmar, Yangon is one of them. So why could I do this and be successful in such a short time? Okay, I want to tell you the story how a timid boy like me, right, became who I am. Okay, give you my journey, my background. Okay, I graduated in computer science and IT. And I have an honors degree from University of Western Australia. So my family immigrated to Australia, took us all along, and I studied there. So, and then after that, I came back to Asia because there's no job in Australia. It was recession, hard to find a job there. So I came back to Asia, but I didn't end up in Malaysia. I decided to move to Singapore. So I started my career. So I was 10 years in the IT industry, working with various government projects. I was with Ministry of Education for the first 8 years. And the last 2 years, I moved into Ministry of Health in the healthcare department. Okay. And then after that, after 10 years in the IT industry, I decided that I don't want to work with computers anymore. I want to work with people. So for the next 12 years, I shifted to a church that I go to, and I started my work with children. I was the IT manager for the first 5 years. Okay, and the subsequent few years, in that 12 years, right, I was working with children. So I became the children's pastor in that church. Then I thought that my um, IT career has been over. Okay, but doesn't seem to be so, because after 12 years, right, I sense in my heart to start my own business. Okay, that's why I started my own things. This is a social business at the age of 47 years old. Without business background, I started that business because I sensed that God called me to work with orphans and other privileged children more than what the church allows me to do, or what the church wants to do, because orphans are not in their radar of people group that they want to help. So I started my business at 47, and within 9 months, right, I broke through. I remember when I quit my job, when I tendered my resignation, right, I think I had 2 months to tender my resignation. And after 1 month, right, something happened in the family that had to move house, and then we had to use a lot of finance, to move to shift house. And then I realized my bank account, right, is only $400 left at one point. So that I regretted tendering my resignation, because with the job I have regular pay, right? But starting my own business now, I will start with nothing. But thank God, I break through after 9 months. And what I'm going to share with you today is about the story of how I broke through. And now I'm retired. Okay, I retired early at 50 years old. There was 2 years ago, 52 right now. And I'm financially free, and I'm able to serve the nonprofit that I started called Song Kids. So I'm 100% doing this nonprofit Song Kids right now. So I thank God that I'm living my dream. And today I want to share with you the journey, so that you can see what you can learn about digital branding, okay, which is the main avenue, how I achieve what I achieve. But anyway, I want to go into the session, but I think I did this before this, right? I want to ask, who are you, what you do, and your dream or challenges. So I already know some of you, right? Who are you, what you do, and maybe some of you can share your dream and challenges in your work. Okay, then you will help me contextualize what I share. So is it okay? Anyone want to share?
Is there anyone here who want to share? If your connection is not good enough, or if you're too shy to speak, you can test it in the chat box.
Message. Yeah, maybe write down your dream or challenges. Everyone just type out one. Type out one.
Please write it down, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Got it. Or you can speak it out if you want to. So we make this more interactive. Okay, I have other people coming in more. Myanmar, Yitet, right? Okay. I do not know you. Maybe you can write your name, your dream, and what sort of challenges you face. Okay. Okay, we wait for 2 persons to write, then we can move.
Well, we can't quite see like the line, the phrases.
Oh,
what you do, yeah.
Okay, who are you? What you do?
Who are you? What you do?
What are your dream or challenges, basically? Actually, I can highlight, spotlight me, or is it because the slide is too small? Yeah, I can spotlight me for everyone. I know your name, maybe what you do, your dream or challenges. Okay, maybe challenges lah. I think.
So just challenges?
Yeah, share challenges. Maybe your challenge could be like, you have a hard time learning something, or you have a tough time doing digital marketing, reaching clients, learning things or whatever. The quality of your life depends on the quality of your questions, right? So you should have challenges, you should have questions in your life. Okay, good. Someone said a hard time managing money. Okay, that's a big component. What else? Okay, Mo says that what I do in digital marketing executive. Okay, Dream is a digital marketing expert. Okay, in all aspect. Yes, digital marketing is such a big area, right? So you really want to do well in all aspect. And it's a very holistic field, actually, digital marketing. Because when I put there you, right, it encompasses your entire being, right? When your skills grow, right, you grow. So that's important. Okay. Okay, someone say quality assurance engineer, trying to project manage in the future. The biggest challenge would be the role requiring prior experience, right? The classic without experience in the job, without job, no experience. Okay, so yeah, like how do you get experience if you don't have a job, right? And then yeah, so you have to start somewhere, right, to get experience. Very good. The communication officer, Carl, says that dream is to migrate to Europe, right? One day go overseas, right? Trouble getting on time, punctuality, okay? Tell you that is my greatest problem when I was younger as well. Really turning up in work. Now that we can do remote work and all this, it does help. But I think, yeah, fundamentally punctuality is ourselves, our character. So we still continue to work on it, right? Yeah. Okay, one more. Then we know. I think this group is good that I identify with you because I'm a migrant also. So I moved to Australia, to Malaysia and Singapore. And I have all these issues that you face as well. Punctuality, how to manage my money. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about money a while longer, a while later. Okay, what else? Okay, dream to live in a state to be able to help out my loved ones whenever they need them. Yeah, to help out with loved ones, hard time managing money and hard time finding out the career. Yeah, I can totally relate to this. Okay, why we do what we do is because we want to take care of our loved ones, right? So we want to not just take care of ourselves, but we want to take care of our loved ones. So the journey that we go through definitely affects the people around us, right? But one thing I really want to encourage you all, is this. Go back to the slide. Is this. I have never, okay, I've been in the IT line for so many years, right? Almost 20, 30 years, right? I have never experienced before in my life, in the IT career, a time, right, where everything you want to do, right, can be done using the phone. If you go to the internet, you see a lot of people, they become like millionaires, right? They become very rich. They could create things digitally, right? Just using their headphone, and they can market themselves online and sell to not just people in their village, in their town, but all over the world. I can never imagine a day that this can be done. I remember being the pioneer in the personal digital workstation phenomenon of doing recording, right, on your laptop, right, as if you have full studio, okay, in your fingertip. So I remember just writing a song, recording it, and everything done using a handphone. And I was one of them that pioneered that space and started it all. And people were surprised that you can produce a song, right, using a handphone compared to, one with a lot of expensive equipment in the studio. So, okay, while you hear about all these things, right, and a lot of people say that, oh, it's a scam, all these things are not real. Okay, they are all get rich quick schemes. Okay, while it is true that because there's so much money and so much success to be found in the internet, that counterfeit only come on products or things, right, that could really scale, or they can really become a big hit. Okay, people will not counterfeit something that is not of value, right? People will always do or scam or come to a space, right, but there's a lot of money. So I think first thing we want to think about is this thing called how break our mindset of saying that, right, everything that we're experiencing online, right, is a scam, and employ this scarcity mindset. That means that okay, all this cannot happen to me, okay, it can happen to someone else, or that you can't. It's very hard work to actually get there, or okay these people that are rich, right, because they are scamming people. Okay, but rather you should think of yourself, right? How do I find my way, right, to become successful like them? Right, when I see something that can be done, right? Hey, why can't I use whatever the mind that I have, right, to find my way there? Okay, if people are becoming millionaire online and they become millionaire overnight, right? Why can't it happen? Why must it happen to them only? Why can't it not happen to me? So the way we think is very, very important, because the problem with today's internet is this: there's so much clutter. There's so much information out there. Everyone telling you different things. There's like a gold rush, in the States, sometimes they have gold rush, right? The people rush this place because they found gold, right? Then everybody's rushing there, right? And there's so much noise, so much clutter, right? So how do you stand out? How do you brand yourself? So that's why today's session is about digital branding essentials. I want to wrap up everything that I learned, right, in my, how many years have I been out already? 5 years? 5 years that I've been doing digital marketing and finding success in it. And I want to summarize it into essentials. That means the most important thing. I have learned from so many people. I have learned so many things. I realized that maybe 80% of them is not useful. So what I'm going to try to give you is just the 20% that's going to be useful in your life. Okay? Because of context of what you guys do, right? Sometimes you are not doing digital branding for yourself, right? You're doing digital branding for a company, for someone else, right? Okay, I think it's very hard to cover everything, right? So I want to bring back that branding to a personal branding instead. Can we do that? Because we are our brand, right? So I want you to learn the personal branding, and then after that, you apply these branding concepts, right, to the company that you're working for. Okay, so you can help them brand as well. But because all of us have ourselves, have our name, right? Yeah, we can learn digital personal branding, digital branding through personal branding. So is that okay? Okay, I'll share with you what is the essential number one. Essential number one is, first, to brand yourself, right? You have to know yourself. It's the concept of knowing yourself. So the revelation number one is this. Guys, if you don't brand yourself, right, someone else is going to brand you. If you don't tell people who you are, right, especially when you're online, there's so much clutter, so much people out there, too many people out there. But if you don't tell people who you are, you don't brand yourself, someone else is going to brand you. So one thing that I need to overcome myself, being a shy person, right, is to dare to brand myself. So how should we brand ourselves? Okay, there are only 4 branding questions that we need to ask ourselves. And these are very important. First of all is, who are you? Being aware of who you are, your personality, your preference, your favorite TV, whatever, your favorite style, your hairstyle, or whatever it is. You first have to know yourself, right? So know yourself is very important. So that's why it's very important to be calm and to be confident, to have the self-esteem, to know who you are. Because when you know who you are, right, the second question to ask is, what is your service? What is your product or support? What help do you render to other people? So a lot of times we are too general, right? Oh, we are Jin. Okay, I am a helpful person. Okay, but you're helpful, but what is your service? How are you helpful? What's your product to make yourself helpful, right? What is the support you give people? So because at the end of the day, it's about other people, right? So you have to know what you can do to help the other person. Okay. And the third thing, very important in digital marketing, personal branding, is this. of your services, products, and your support. What is the benefit of those services, products, okay, versus feature? So a lot of time we market things, right? For example, we market this pencil. Okay, we say that this pencil has, wow, such beautiful design. Okay, it has our LED, maybe high tech new material. Okay, then a graphite that is made of whatever. Okay, it's so beautiful, it's so nice. But this is feature. Feature doesn't appeal to our customers, right? But what appeals to the customer is how it benefits them. So there's a difference between feature and benefit. Okay, so benefit is more like, okay, it has this special material, graphite, right, that writes very smoothly on paper. So you can write twice as fast as you normally would. So that's a benefit. Okay, feature is the graphite, a special graphite. The benefit is that you write faster, save you time, and time is save you money. So always look at what is the benefit of your product. So when you market yourself for about, okay, you market yourself to your clients, or you market yourself to maybe your future spouse, right? You cannot say that, oh, I'm so handsome, I'm so kind, right? I'm so what? That's a feature, but you have to market how you benefit the person. They will be with you, they will spend time with you, they will become your employer, they will become your employee, right? They will say that, okay, I will help you save time because I'm efficient. Okay? I'm handsome. I can become a model for your company as well. I will not ask you to pay me extra. I can do this work, I can become a model. So always know what is the benefit. Okay, so if I ask you today, you are a communication manager, right? Some of you are doing what? So I know your service, I know your product, right? But what is the benefit this to your client? You always have to know how to communicate your benefit to them. How you're gonna help them? Okay. So, and the last question I'm going to ask is this: why should people come to you? Okay, there's 1,000 HR managers. Okay, they are in your area. Why you? Okay, there are so many pencils company, okay, selling this pencil. Why must people come to you? That's when your uniqueness will come into play. So when you brand yourself, you always have to brand your uniqueness. Maybe your uniqueness is that you have the best customer service, right? Your product may be okay, but your best customer service. Maybe your specialty is you're cheaper than anyone else. So that's why people should come to you, okay? Or you're the most expensive, but everything that you sell, right, will work to the premium, right? So you should sell that uniqueness as well, right? So why should people come to you? You should know first. So a lot of times we don't even know who we are, what our services is, what our benefit is, and why should people come to us. Then if we do not know, right, you can't expect, people to know that. So 4 branding questions, very important. That's very essential. Okay, then what's essential number 2? So now we talk about ourselves. Okay, essential number 2 is about then how you know your audience. Okay, I see the audience is this. The revelation number 2 for essential number 2 is this. Okay, you got to make your visibility consistent. So you have to show yourself consistently online. Okay, then you have to create value. Okay, and then only audience will come to you. Okay, I think the market is so saturated, so much calling for attention, right? So how do you stand out, right? I think that I'm sure all of you know about this funnel, right? You want to funnel your customers from a big pool of potential, right, down to eventually a client or somebody that will pay you money, right? So that is the basic, like Facebook ads, right? Have this thing called awareness, then consideration, then conversion, right? So another way to put it is the first step is people who do not know you to know you, right? Then people who know you to engage with you, And then after that, those who have engaged with you, right, to eventually buy from you. So you have to know your audience and know where they are. How does people that do not know you come to know you? Okay. So that's the reason why I am very big on social media. Okay. I'm not big as in I have a lot of followers, but what I do is that I put myself out there regularly. So I become a shy boy, a shy man, right? I dare to put myself out there, telling people what I do, so that people who do know me will eventually come to know me, right? So because that's only the first step in that process. Okay, then the second step is this: you then got to provide value. So I talk about value, right? You got to provide value, enough value that people will start to engage with you. So engagement is what? Actually, people start to like your post, no? They will start to ask questions, no, in your comments, right? They will start hearing you to say because you provide value. That's where your know yourself comes in the first place. What is your product? What's your service? What's your expertise, right? You have to start providing value. I tell you, nowadays is so easy. You have ChatGPT. You have all these apps that will generate content for you, right? So you just have to tell this application who you are, right? And who are your audience, right? And then they will generate social media posts and things to help you engage them. So there's no excuse not to do it. Okay, it's just take the time, right? Maybe just 5 minutes a day, generate an idea and post it up. Okay, engagement. So and lastly is buy from you. Buy from you is essential number 3, which is the most important thing and the hardest thing. Okay, so what we got to do is this. For now, whatever social media you have access to. Okay, what do you think is the fastest growing social media right now? Anyone?
TikTok.
Yes. Okay, I think it's TikTok. Maybe there's something else, but I think TikTok is one of the fastest growing, and it is fastest growing. So, okay, I'm 52, right? I just recently started TikTok. I'm posting all these things, and I do it because it's fun, not because I needed a job or I needed for people to buy from me. I just do it because it's fun, right? So it's me. I like to do things that are fun, that gives me joy, right? So I know myself, right? Then I put myself out there. So why don't you guys, start something? You don't have to start a TikTok account, but you can start Facebook, Instagram, and start posting consistently. Because you do it, right? Not because of narcissism, okay? Not because, you want to become an influencer, or not because of that. It's because you want to know yourself more. It's only when you know yourself, right? And you know what value you provide to the people, right? That people will start coming to you, and people will start giving you feedback about who you are. So you know yourself more, right? Through putting yourself out there. So I encourage you all to do that. Okay, I share with you the last revelation. Okay, this is the hardest part. Okay, so after people engage with you, people know you, people engage with you, right? Okay, it is important for us to do this, to socialize or to humanize every step in our process. So in our process of conversion, that means getting people who engage with us, right, to eventually subscribe to our service, to buy from us, or to pay us money, right? Okay, you have to socialize it and humanize it. A lot of people do not know that social media is not just a media thing, it's a social media thing. Social media means what? Social means it's human. So the more human your process is, right, the more people can engage with you and relate with you and eventually buy from you. Okay? The moment your social media is not personal, has no social component in it, you speak like a robot, you don't engage, you don't ask people questions, you don't create a two-way conversation, then you will lose your effectiveness, okay, online. So revelation is number 3 is very important, because I remember when I first started marketing my business online. Okay, I have to do online because I don't have business experience, I don't have network, I don't have connection, right? All I have is people in my social media who follows me from the very beginning when I start to post for no reason. Okay. But now I have a reason to post, right? I want to post to sell my services, to sell my business to people, right? I remember first few posts that I put, right? I just say that, oh, I am now a digital marketing consultant. Okay. If you have any digital needs, come to me. Full stop. Okay. Guess what? When I post something like that, I get zero response. Right? Because it's not personal. It doesn't have the human component in it. Then I learned that in every digital marketing we do, every process we do, right, it has a formula. Okay. And this formula is derived from human psychology. That is the understanding of how human works and how human think. Okay. So therefore, after I learned this copywriting process called a pastor copywriting process, there are other processes out there. You can follow that. But the one that I use now is this thing called pastor, P-A-S-T-O-R. Okay. And it follows the acronym pastor. And this is how it goes. Okay. You don't come with, when you want to sell a pen, right, pencil, right? Okay, this is a pencil, very beautiful. Let's buy it. Okay. You don't do that. You have to first understand the problem that the people are facing. Okay. You know that people are driven by two important things. One is seeking pleasure, right? What's the second one? Avoiding pain, right? Seeking pleasure, avoiding pain. They're the only two greatest thing that drives people to do something. Okay. So, but sadly, right, between problem and pain, right? Problem is the one that is the greatest driving factor. Okay. People avoid pain more than they seek pleasure. So number one, right, the P in pastor is to define the problem. So instead of just saying that I have something, please buy, right? You can always start with, do you have, you can start with telling them and describing to them the problem that they're facing. Okay. The clearer you can define the problem from them, the easier they can relate to you, because suddenly they realize that you know their problem and you explain their problem even sometimes more than they can experience it. So you have to first define the problem. Right? And the second step is then you have to amplify the problem. So after you tell the problem, right, then you have to amplify it by adding in information, right, to further make the problem worse in a sense, or sounds the worse in a sense. Because clients or human beings, we want to really, we are moved, right, when we feel the problem, the challenges that we are facing. Okay. So amplify it. Okay, later I'll show you an example. Okay. Then the third thing, only you share the solution to it. You define problem first, amplify the problem first, then only you tell them the solution to why this pen is important. Okay. So a lot of times we just sell the solution. Okay. I am a digital marketer, right? So I can help you with your digital marketing. This is a solution. But what is the problem? You don't even identify with their problem. How can you sell the solution? So solution comes after problem definition. Okay. Then after the solution that you provide, the offer that you the solution to the problem you provide, right? Then you give testimonies. Nowadays online, right? People are not going to believe you say you are. People will only believe what other people say you are. Right? They're not going to believe what you say you are. You can claim so many things, right? But unless there is testimony and people who say that you are what you say you are, right, then you will mean something. So you always have to try to put in testimonies to support that your solution to the problem works, right? And then after that, the fifth thing is you provide an offer. Many people have a problem with their copywriting or their content is this. They don't offer, give them offer of how people can engage you. So you can share about what you do. You have all the problems that you can solve. You have testimonies to share that, that, okay, it works. But you just end there. Just say, okay, just like and comment. But you don't give people an offer, right? How can people engage your service? So So formulating your package, your offer, right? And all these things, how much it costs and whatever it is important. Because a lot of times, like a lot of people want to be coaches, right? When I ask them, okay, you want to be coaches, you are good in this, right? But what is your offer? They start scratching their head, They don't even have an offer. It means they don't even have a package, right? That you can instantly provide people such that people can engage your service. So the easiest that people can engage your offer or take up your offer, right? The more effective you are in your conversion. Okay. And then lastly, of course, after you give an offer, right? You have to call for a response. So again, the response has to be an easy response. Okay. Just text me or just say yes. Okay. In the comment, we'll get back to you. So they have to make the decision to pick up the offer. Okay. After I learned this pastel copywriting process, right? I write my ads, my posts, right, so differently. And then I see that people started to engage me. Okay. Because what I'm presenting to them is a very humanized process, a very social process. I understand what they are going through. I understand what they are thinking. I understand what the doubts that they have about me, right? And I understand that, okay, if they want to take up my offer, right, that they don't know how to, right, and I provide an easy way for them to do it. So once I did this, right, it helps me a lot. Okay, what I'm showing you here is my first persuasive copy. Okay, I follow that example. I tell you, it was so hard for me as a ex-pastor. I come out and market myself online. It was so hard, like put myself out there, But I remember when I did this up, right, using the pastor copyright. And then I was in the hotel room. I was having an engagement in Kuching, a speaking engagement in Kuching. And I remember, it was so hard for me to post, But never mind, I just say, okay, I'm doing this already. Let's post. When I post it, right, I tell you, I get so many responses to this ad. Okay, 8 people contacted me. Okay, organic, this is not sponsored ad. 8 people contacted me and 3 eventually become my client. See, I use the same formula. Do you feel like this when it comes to IT? I just put a picture there, define the problem. People are stressed in IT. People are stressed in their business, cannot get clients, right? Then you see the one with the hashtag there, you know that jobs will soon be replaced by systems. Old methods won't work to new customers. Website and social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram are going to be the new norm. So I further amplify the problem. Okay, so people read this, people can identify this is what they are going through. Okay, and then I give them the solution. Okay, my solution is that I have 15 years of IT consultancy, experience in government, health, education, and non-profit sector. Right, then give them an offer. I can help you start your personal or business transformation in 7 days. So I make it easy, right? Then of course this is just the image, right? But in my copy, right, I put there how they can contact me, right? To just contact me. So my first persuasive copy, the human process. So a lot of times we get lost in the clutter digitally if we don't have a process. So I give a special revolution right now. Then how did I sort of manage to run my business in such a way that I could be successful in 9 months? You know that after 9 months, right, I did this, right? I had one client come to me and he offered to pay me, right, 1 year salary, right? Only doing 1 month's work. So with that, I have enough money, right, to cover my entire year. And then I only do 1 month work, And then after that, I got the leeway of 11 months, right, to have time to secure more clients. I can do other things. So one of the things that I went into is my investment. So I went into investment during the crash in 2020, the stock market crash. Then I went in. So Tesla, I went in stocks Tesla. I went into cryptocurrency as well. So it jumped up 6 times. So my net worth increased 6 times. So that's the reason why I could retire, because of the money that generated through investment. But my digital marketing agency continues, right, until the time I felt that actually invest can replace my income already. I don't need to do this anymore. That's how I retire. Okay, my special revelation is this. Everything that I share with you, except one, right, is fast track because I learned from somebody. You see, it's so much information out there, so much clutter out there. I think if we want to find out how to do it ourselves, right, it's going to be so hard. So I learned from the very beginning, right, that the best way to learn, right, is to learn from somebody. So the revelation is that everything I share with you, right, is not my own. Except one, I will share with you what it is. It is fast track because I learned from somebody. So all my social media marketing skills, right, I learned from Rachel Patterson. She has a school called SMU, which is Social Media University, right, or Social Media United. Okay, I started with her. So I just spent 1 month, okay, in her course. I learned so much, and I just follow everything that she knows. So suddenly all her knowledge is downloaded to mine. Then I learned on client acquisition, how to acquire clients, right? Through Sam Alvins, there's a company called consulting.com. I paid, I paid real money because I don't need to go to university to study this, right? I pay real money to subscribe to them, and I download all the information and I apply it, right? I got success almost instantaneously. Okay. The one that paid me 1 whole year for 1 month work came through this process of online client acquisition. Okay, and then Wealthy Affiliate, okay, is affiliate marketing. I have affiliate marketing websites as well. So affiliate marketing, if you do not know, right, is selling products that doesn't belong to you. So all you do is market other people's products. Let's say Amazon.com products is Amazon.com. So you market it in your website. So when people click on it and buy it, right, so you get a commission. So you don't have to deliver the product because the delivery happens through the company, okay, the affiliate company, which is Amazon. Amazon sends to them. All you do is you get a cut. So I learned all affiliate marketing from here. And these platforms are so good in that there's community, there's a way that, they make the process fun, the learning fun, they have courses and everything. So I learned all my affiliate marketing from Wealthy Affiliate. Okay, then the key thing is this. The greatest revelation I want to give to you is this. Don't go at it yourself. Okay, find somebody to help you. Okay, learn as much as you can online. But if you really want to fast track your learning, right, learn from people that you have chemistry with, people you are comfortable. So learn to have an open mind to learn, to read a lot, read from authors, from books, go to websites and just find out as much as you can. Okay. Second thing is people who are competent. That means look for people who are knowledgeable, who are the best, right? So some people say that, why do I need to learn basketball from Michael Jordan? He's so good. Michael Jordan, which is a basketballer, right? For Chicago Bulls at one time. What do I have to learn from him? He's so far ahead. Why do I learn from my neighbor who is a little bit better? But just because someone is so far ahead doesn't mean that you cannot learn anything from them, right? I think you should learn from the best, right? So look at competency, right? Look at people who are best in the field and go sit at their feet, right? And then encourage, open up your mind to listen to what they have to say. Sometimes we do not know what we don't know, right? We think we know so much. Okay, we don't think we know a lot. Maybe you think that we know 50%, but maybe in this area of digital marketing, you only know 10%. So you won't know what you won't know. So learn from the best. There's so much to learn. So the third thing is, okay, why I choose all these things is because I have found out from them. I go online, read reviews, and I know people who have been in their program. So they have proven processes. Like the pastor copyright process is a proven, humanized, very sociable process. So look for people with good process. And then you learn that process, right? You will cut short the time to learn yourself, right? So proven process. Okay, the last one is very, very important. This journey is long. Okay, I found success very quickly because I have a process, right? But you have to find motivation every single day. You really have to find, of course, not just motivation, but the discipline to do it every day. But you have to find people that inspire belief in you. Okay, that you are a worthwhile brand. You have the qualities of a successful whatever that you are doing. That you believe, that you can believe in yourself and what God has made you to be. So you need to find people that can inspire that belief in you. Okay, why I share with you my story about shy boy, right, to become who I am today. Now I speak to thousands. I share my messages, right, and mentor to orphans, to refugees. Why I can do what I do right now is because, right, if there's a will, right, there's going to be a way, and it's because people inspire me. Okay, and of course, I know a God who loves me and who believes in me. So find people that will inspire belief in you. You know, I have this thing called a dream process. It's a process that I worked up in my 12 years in the non-profit that I work with, is in the church that I work with. I worked out this dream process. Okay, it stands for something, DIEM. The D stands for determining your dream. What is your dream? R stands for realigning your path. If you have a new dream, right, you have to realign your path so that you don't do old things, right? Going to your old dream, but you realign your path to your new dream. Change the things that you do. E stands for engaging truth. So a lot of times we don't get where we get to is because there are lies in our head. Lies that, okay, we have everything. Lies that, you know, you cannot do it. Lies that you don't have what it takes. So you got to engage truth, you know, to change your mindset. A stands for anticipating a problem. So my process teaches us, right, how to solve a problem even before it comes. Right? I already know what the next problem is in my process already. Right? So I solve it before it comes. And a lot of times is I take courses, learn from people. Then the M is to manage your success. To manage your success means that, okay, you know, last time I always think that if I have a lot of money, right, all my problems are going to be solved. Then I realized that when I have money, right, all my problems are solved. So managing success is saying that, right, is the success what you define it to be. So when I manage my success, I know that now money is not everything. I have family, which is so important. I have other things which is so important. So when I manage my successes, I manage how I reach my destination, and I reach my dream. So my dream process is a comprehensive process that I developed during my time on when I started the nonprofit, and it works. Okay, I have people that have used the dream process. The person on the left is Yuan, one of the person that follows me last time. Okay, and he became Singaporean of the Year finalist, right? Because he started the homeless heart ministry, and he was nominated. He didn't win now. Okay, 2019 Singaporean of the Year. And his nonprofit actually reaches out to people who are homeless in Singapore. So on the right, okay, is Shu Yan. Shu Yan recently became the children's pastor. Okay, we have to. Okay, hold on. Became children's pastor, and then recently he wrote to me. He thanked me for believing in her during the time where she was under me. Okay, she actually the person took over me in the children's ministry. Okay, and she recently became the children's pastor of the church, and she thanked me for actually believing in her and inspiring her to dream and to, you know, do whatever that is needed. Okay, for her to pursue what she has in her heart, and she always wanted to serve God and to, you know, in the children's ministry. Now she became the children's pastor. So that's my dream process, my testimony of system that works. So with that, yeah, that's my dream process. Follow me. Okay, that's my website. I put my wife there is because me and my wife actually we do this social enterprise together. Okay, she does family counseling and counseling with young people, and I do digital acting, digital coaching. And if you want to follow me properly, right, go to my social media, which is facebook.com slash
Maybe
OHTO.
maybe it's just me. I think your screen froze.
Did it?
Yeah, the screen disappeared.
Okay, sorry. Okay, then maybe what I do is can I switch to like that? Can you see now?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
fine.
yes, we can see now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's I don't know where it freeze until, but doesn't matter. So this is the last slide. So just telling you, yeah, my dream process, and this is what I seek to mentor, coach, and consult in my dream process, because this is what I developed during my time in a nonprofit, and I use it and I achieve success in such a short time, and I'm helping people along the way. So I don't need the money. I don't do this because I need the money, but I do this because I want to do something beyond myself and to help other people along. I'm already 52 and I wish to help people along the way. Okay. So I was saying that you want to follow me, right? Follow me through the social media Facebook account. This one down here, social media, facebook.com/OHTU. You know why? Because recently I started a channel called Old Human School. And in there, I want to educate people in the dream process and in different things of the experience I've learned, and how to become a successful person, not just in terms of making a lot of money, but also having a social cause and managing our success so that we live happy, healthier life. I started my business, right? Only $500 in my account, right? I think today I'm financially free and I could travel to all the places that I was called by God to work with. I go on a holiday. I just booked a trip with my wife to Spain. And before that, right, I went to Germany twice. That was, after I started my social enterprise, Before that, I'm quite a poor person because I work in a church and the church don't really pay so much. So with that, thank you. And I hope you have learned concepts about personal branding, right? 3 essentials. And I hope you can apply that in your life. Okay. Let me end with this. I think this is just more to demo to you what is important. Okay. The 2 things I do, right, is I do digital transformation coaching. Okay. My charge is 3,450 for a very specific skill that I teach. Okay. It will include the dream process and then my 7-day digital transformation process. So the 7-day digital transformation process, I do it for the same price, 3,450, and include it in my coaching. So of course, everything you give out, right, you have to provide people with 100% money back guarantee. So this is what I do as well. If people engage me, right, after 2 sessions, 3 sessions, they think that it's not the right fit, right, I return the money totally, because every digital marketer or every person who brand themselves and have a proper good service, right, have to believe in their service so much that it's going to be effective and it's not going to be not good. Then of course, I also provide personal mentoring, personal transformation mentoring, $99 per month, minimum 6 months. Why I keep people for 6 months is because if they don't follow through the process, right, they are not going to be effective. A lot of people they take up something and then they start, but they don't finish, and then they don't get the outcome. Okay, and I give, of course, the free digital, the 7-day digital transformation coaching, and also my dream process included. Okay, and money back guarantee, and always provide people with how to sign up, and 20% on the spot sign up can do. Okay, I do this not because I needed you all to join me, because I really don't have much time anymore, but to show you the whole process of how to engage clients and get people from do not know you to know you to engage with you, and engage with you to finally buy from you. So with that, questions and answers. I may have skipped through a lot. I have done things. I did it very fast. I skipped through a lot of things, but it's enough. Or if not, please let me know.
Yeah, okay. So let's open the floor to the audience. Feel free to ask any questions that comes to your minds. Don't be shy. You can just open your videos or you can test in the chat box. Who would like to start? I know you're hungry, but let's take this opportunity as an advantage.
Sorry to stand in between your stomach and your lunch. I just scan through my slide in case something sparks you. Any questions? Maybe it can be relating to the problems that you talked about just now, right? It may be outside the scope, but I can also help you answer those questions if you want. Okay, do you want me to talk about finance? Because I realized that there's a lot of things about finance. Or anything specific?
I think Cherry just asked a question.
Okay. Let me see the chat box. Okay, what's the biggest challenge you face regarding digital marketing? Okay, yes, I think I mentioned it's more because when I came into the field, right, I realized IT is so different. What I studied last time and when I was working with the government, right, IT is totally different. So now it's so much easier and so much more convenient and so much more help out there. So I had to relearn a lot of things. So I find that the clutter was the most difficult challenge. That coming in so much information, so many people to follow. Then how do I find the right way? So really getting help, getting support is important. So I go to a lot of events when I started off. I meet a lot of people and I learn from people. So, and usually the good thing about meeting people and learning from people is that people usually aggregates what they learn as well. So when you talk to one person, right, you're not getting information from one person, you're getting information from one person's learning from many other person, right? And they summarize into what works and what doesn't work. So when we talk to them, you're getting the essence of what works and what doesn't work. So I don't tend to listen to just online people flashing ads at me, telling me what is good, what is not good. I listen to people's advice. So today's essential, right? I'm just summarizing all those things that works, right? And that's giving you, it may be very broad, right? But I think you have to find your application. Yeah. Those people say that like branding, or you need to have the right color, the right feel, and all these things I tell you, it's not so important when you are starting off. A big company maybe needs that, but when you're small, right, humanizing your process is more important. That means you speak as if talking to people, not selling people or not in a robotic manner. So really learn from the right people. That's my biggest challenge, finding the right people and learning from the right people. Yeah.
I see. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, how do you grow out of shyness? I don't think I have grew out of my shyness. I'm still shy. I'm still introverted by heart. Okay, one thing you got to do is learn to accept that you are shy. There's a Myers-Briggs personality test. You can actually online. You can actually go and put it. Okay, I'll put all these links. Okay, maybe eventually I'll load this up into my YouTube channel, right? And I'll put all this in the links. Then you all can actually click and then do it. You can do an assessment to find out what is your Myers-Briggs personality, right? And there's this one called introversion and extroversion, right? So I'm an introvert. So having known that I am an introvert, right, I accept that I'm shy, I'm introvert, okay? But I will not accept that I am insecure or I am so shy, right, that I cannot function in life. You know what I mean? So I accept I'm quiet, right? But my way of operating. So having known that and accepted I'm quiet, then I learn to be functional. That means whenever I need to talk to people, I learn the best way to talk to people. So I follow processes like I shared with you. So with that processes is actually help me and guide me to what I really want to do. So learn to believe in yourself and you have it in you. So that's how I overcome shyness. And you have to keep trying. Okay. So it took me a while, but you can do it, okay, wherever you are.
Okay, thank you for your suggestion.
Okay, the next one is best way to utilize ChatGPT. Okay, I tell you something. ChatGPT is really a game changer. Okay, I used to write my own copy, right? Like blog posts and all these things. I just write, and it took me a while to write. But now you can really use ChatGPT to ask him to write for you. Okay. Okay, I would use it, right? But I would not take it wholesale, right? I would use it, but I have to read it, analyze it, right? And modify it to suit your voice. While ChatGPT is good, right? It's only as good as how well you ask them questions and how well you ask them. So you don't want them to generate content, right, that's impersonal or that doesn't suit your style, because eventually your content is gonna be received by your audience, So and your audience expects style and certain, and that's the reason why they follow you, right? They expect certain style, certain way of saying. And if you suddenly change to a ChatGPT way of communication, right, then people will know that you are not real, you are fake, And I think that will be detrimental to your personal brand than not using it, than using it. So when you use it, be wise, Use it to. I usually ask people to just write something first, right, and then ask ChatGPT to write another one, and then use some concepts or content from ChatGPT, and then you can beef up your original article, and that's a good way to do it, right? Of course, now not just ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is just one AI application among a whole suite of application. You can do keyword research. You can use SEO, or using all this function. So learn how to use it, and then learning how to use it is also a learning curve. So you have to invest time actually learning. I don't think you replace people. You will just make smart people smarter. So you have to be smart people in the first place. That means you have to learn how to use it in the first place. But it's really very helpful. It's really, really very helpful. Okay, one of the, I feel that the most useful thing for me or for people who are in digital marketing is help them generate, right, concerns. That means questions that people are asking. That means do keyword research using it. So ask them, what are good titles for this, or what are good topics for certain field. So they will list the topics, right? Then you can do your content based on those topics. Because I think AI is very smart to know what people need and what are the questions that people are asking, right? So that's the problem definition of the process that I was talking to you about. So ChatGPT seems to be very wise to know what are the problems that people are facing. So use it to generate headlines, to generate titles. I think that's a very good way to use it. Okay, that's for that. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, there's two more.
Okay, can. So, okay, then next one is, how do you deal with cultural shock? Okay, I live in 3 countries and I am doing work, in places like Burma, places like Indonesia, Surabaya, India, and all these things. I think Joshua will be able to answer this question more. But for me, how I deal with it is, okay, I learned to accept that we can learn from every single one, every single culture. We can learn from different people. So learn not to look at the bad side of people, but rather look at the good side of them and see what you can learn from the good side of people. So I think everyone has two sides. We have our good and a bad. So to, in general, be a person, right, always find goodness in other people. I think that really helps. So when you come to a different culture, right, find the good in those culture, right, and be curious to learn, not to be proud to say that your culture is best culture and then you want to impose your culture on other people, but to be curious about the culture, learn from them and see how you can benefit from them. So end of the day, I feel that if you learn from different culture, you learn from different people, right, and you accumulate all this knowledge, right, it just makes you more the human that God intended you to be. So you just become holier person, a more fulfilled person, a happier person. So I think if you combine all knowledge of everyone, every culture in the world, right, you put it together, right, you find God, you find Jesus, you find, whoever God is to you. So that's how, I deal with cultural shocks.
Yeah, that's really thoughtful and practical. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And the last question, right? Okay, what are some tips for an introverted person to socialize effectively in real life? Okay, same answer. I think you have to be curious. You have to develop this curiosity. What can you learn from them? Okay, regardless of who, what can you learn from them? Whether it's a little boy, right, or old man, if you develop a curiosity, what you can learn from them, right, then you naturally bring yourself out there to know what question to ask. Of course, being sociable, like you first have to overcome your shyness of saying hi first, right? So learn to develop the skill to be the first one to approach somebody. And then subsequently, I think it's the questions that you ask. So a lot of times as a shy person, I naturally don't have a lot of things to say. So usually in conversation, let's say you are in a one-to-one conversation to me, I ask questions. I don't volunteer information. I don't tell you how my day is naturally. So I tend to just ask questions. So like just now when you're on board, right, ask, hey, what's your name? What do you do? Where are you from? See, it's all questions. I didn't even say anything about myself, right? I asked your questions. So as an introverted person, yes, don't be shy to make the step. And thereafter, right, just learn to ask questions and be curious. And sometimes we are introverted and we are shy because we are not interested in people, right? Then there's nothing that can help you, right? Because you are really not interested to engage with the other person. So learn to engage, to ask questions, and to learn more about other people so that you can grow as people. You know what is happening with AI today? AI, and they are getting better and better is because they become less and less robot. They become more and more human. And how they become more and more human is because of human input. So they're getting all the data from everywhere, right? And then to make them more human. So that's why when you talk to GPT, it's as if talking to a human being, right? So if AI is learning from how to be human, right? Why can't human stop becoming more robot? Stop becoming more rigid. Let's become more human in terms of learning to relate with people and talk to people. So I encourage you to overcome it. Can be done. Okay. And what else? Okay, anything else?
I think Akash said his electricity went out.
Oh, I see. No wonder the recording stopped because the recording is on his computer. Okay. So he's coming back on or what? No.
I'm not sure actually, but yeah, if there's nothing else, then I think we can let people go for lunch.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for
No
taking time now.
Hey, no problem. Joshua for bringing me in. And thanks
He's
everyone.
back.
Okay, I think the recording in progress again is back. Okay,
Yeah,
Aka, we
sorry.
decided we decided to call this a day, so you all can go for lunch. So thanks.
Thank you, HT, for insightful contents and advices. I'm sure all the attendees can utilize this information in one way or another. It's been quite motivation and informative as well. Make sure you go visit the website and reach out to HT in many ways. If there is any problem of regarding the internet on your part, don't worry about it. I'll share the recording later. Thanks again, HT, and thank you everyone for the question and for joining.
Okay, you're welcome. See you guys.
So
I'll
let's
see you in Myanmar one day.
take a picture.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Can you guys, if possible, can you turn on the camera for a while, for a second?
Hey, what about mine? Is mine on?
I don't think so. Looks like a gray screen.
Oh no. Of all people, mine is stuck.
Camera.
Camera went to the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
It's already.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go to have lunch now.
Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, see you, Joshua, when you're back.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.